Everyone, apologies for the late start this morning. We had a couple of issues that needed to be attended to, and we are very pleased that we've all our heads who are in Guyana for the series of meetings that we've been having this week. So we'll go directly into our program. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of His Excellency Dr. Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, and our host for today, our Chairman of CARICOM, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell of Grenada, and the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, who is our lead head on matters of security. We have several other heads in the audience participating today. Thanks to all. We have as well representatives of the diplomatic community for this opening session. So we welcome you, and I will not make a speech, I promise. I will simply hand over to the chairman of CARICOM, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, who will guide the proceedings for today. Prime Minister.
Thank you, SG. Good morning. Permit me to recognize Dr. the Honorable Mohammed Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, and our host. Permit me also to recognize the Honorable Mia Momoth, the Prime Minister of Barbados, and the convener of the second regional symposium on crime and violence as a public health issue. And permit me to recognize Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley of Trinidad and Tobago, who is the lead head in the CARICOM quasi-cabinet for the issues of security and energy. Permit me also to recognize the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister of St. Lucia, and the Honorable Gaston Bong, Prime Minister of Antigua, the remaining heads who are with us today. Other heads of delegations, stakeholders, partners, attorney generals, other distinguished government ministers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I welcome this opportunity to address you this morning, and on behalf of CARICOM, I express thanks to Prime Minister Mia Motley for convening the second iteration of the Regional Symposium on Crime and Violence as a Public Health Issue. In equal measure, I want to thank our host, the President of Guyana, for agreeing to host this event. This meeting today augurs well for the vision created by the Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, who convened the first iteration of this very important undertaking. His vision in bringing the issues related to the high levels of violence and crime experienced in all countries into the realm of a public health approach signals a strong intent by us as leaders to decisively and collectively treat with this challenge that threatens the development of our community and that threatens the safety of our citizens. It is this aspiration of the community that every citizen is secure and has the opportunity to realize his or her potential with guaranteed human rights and social justice, who contributes to and shares in the economic, social, and cultural prosperity of our region. Following the first symposium in support of the decisions of the CARICOM heads of government, and in keeping with the Secretariat's strategic plan, the Secretariat has been actively collaborating with relevant CARICOM institutions, member states, and development partners to implement the declarations issued last year through several intersectoral partnerships. This recently culminated in a CARICOM strategic engagement that delivered components for strengthening the public health approach and capacity building within the community. Today, we have the opportunity to engage with our regional technical experts to discuss and analyze issues relating to securing the full development potential of the region's citizens through focused discussions to facilitate the move from what does crime and violence as a public health issue mean to how do we implement meaningful action through the lens of public health that will focus on prevention through empirical evidence and surveillance. As with any other public health challenge, we need to change behaviors even as we put in place the framework for crime prevention. So today we will interrogate the policy prescriptions for addressing the vulnerabilities within specific groups, including women, youth, and community, both as victims and as partners. We will strategize on strengthening the resilience created by positive family, educational, and community involvement, and explore approaches to keeping our cultural expressions as a tool for positive development, while mitigating the opportunistic negative infringements to make this legacy one that is mired in deceit and violence. The CARICOM Social Development and Crime Prevention Action Plan indicates that in the Caribbean context, there is an enormous potential for the cultural industries to play an important role as sources for jobs, self-employment, to build confidence, and to break down stereotypes between groups at risk and our law enforcement and security personnel. We also have the opportunity to create stronger networks as we continue to support and learn from each other by exchanging ideas leading to the outcomes and deliverables that will sync with CARICOM's community's interests. And that interest is simply to secure a viable, sustainable, and prosperous community for all. So after this event, the Secretariat will be called on to support member states in unpacking the complex requirements to wrest our community development gains from the hands of transnational criminal organizations and secure the region's related economic development by ensuring that our culture and our citizens remain safe to engage in positive economic and social activities. And this includes maintaining sync with other justice and security-related issues, instruments, and data strengthening activities. So I look forward to today's engagement. We will have, as part of this opening ceremony, an address by Dr. the Honorable Keith Rowley, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, by the Honorable Mia Motley, Prime Minister of Barbados, and by His Excellency Dr. Irfan Ali, President of Guyana. That will conclude the opening ceremony. Thereafter, we will ask members of the media and members of the diplomatic corps who are here to excuse us, and then we will commence the closed session of the meeting. During the period when we're asking the media to leave, I will ask you to then take the coffee break since we're running behind time, and we will go straight into the closed session of the meeting. So permit me, therefore, to invite Dr. the Honorable Keith Rowley, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, to make his opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Chairman Deacon Mitchell.